Hey YouTubers, it's Michael here with The Chosen and Beyond. So if you've reached my channel, thank you very much for joining with us. The reason I started this channel was to talk about some of the TV series and TV shows that are on Netflix and Amazon today that are really amazing, have bring in a lot of history, but also references to, either things from the Bible or other historical things that have happened. So I'm starting with The Chosen because it's such a great series. You can see I've got my Chosen Insiders book here and my Chosen Con shirt and some DVDs and stuff. And I've also got my shirt. So I'm a big Chosen fan. So if you haven't seen The Chosen, I highly recommend. That's a really great segue into Christian film. But there's also other great studios out there. 5 and 2 Studios is now making The Chosen. Angel Studios also has some really great films. So my role is going to just be to cover the video reviews, and as new videos come out, we'll talk about some of the imagery, the characters. Are these characters historical? Are they real? And how are they portrayed on film? And how does that, what do we think about those changes? So I wanted to bring that to this channel. And also I'll be covering some of the upcoming series that the 5 and 2 Studios is doing, and I'll walk through that. And another reason I love The Chosen is the portrayals, the character portrayals that we get to see. Just in season 1 of The Chosen, we see a portrayal of Jacob, Moses, obviously Jesus, a good portion of the disciples, and several other historical figures. There's references, as we move to season 2 and 3, we see other portrayals like Pilate, Herod. I think season 4 you get Caiaphas. So there's a lot going on. So just in that small time frame, and then the references to other leaders and other civilizations is very really well covered. So some of the upcoming series I'll be covering will be Joseph. We have the story of Joseph, so that's going to be really interesting. We're going 5 and 2 Studios, and they'll be going back and covering, right, Joseph's son, youngest son of Jacob, right? So that's going to be very interesting to see his life in Israel, and then he gets taken back to Egypt, right? Becomes, I think at one point he's a prisoner, but then he has a lot of things happen to him. He's a prisoner, he's an advisor, he's a general. I don't even know, but obviously there's a lot there. Next, we also have the book of Moses. So of course we all know Moses, very famous prophet and leader, recognized by multiple faiths as a prophet. So that will be really amazing. We'll get to see obviously the story of Moses, what happens to him as he gets raised up in the ancient Egypt in the leaders, and then becomes religious leader to free his people and to lead them to the promised land, to lead them back to Israel. So we've got that. And then we also have The Way, which I think will be really interesting. This will probably be the most fun series, I think, if you watch The Chosen, or if you're a big New Testament person who you love watching shows about the gospel, because this is really going to follow Paul and the disciples around Paul and all the things that happen within Acts and a lot of different things. So The Way will be also really amazing. And also, I wanted to share with that Chosen Con, which they do every year, which I was very sad to hear that Chosen Con, they won't be doing 2025. You can see this is from Chosen Con 2024, and I was able to get about 30. I want to say a little bit more. I can't quite get this to all the way open up. There we go. So I got Veronica here in the upper left-hand corner. That's the woman that's been bleeding for 12 years. Mother Mary is signed right here. I just want to go through this just because this is really cool. Let's see. We've got Elizabeth here with Elizabeth, right, signed on Mary Magdalene. This is Simon the Zealot. Simon the Zealot here. Paras signatures here. Just a lot of different signatures here at the bottom. We've got, this is the writers here. I want to say that's Tyler and Ryan. Don't murder me if I got it wrong. I think that's Dallas is right here. So hey, that's Dallas's signature there. I remember we were in a real hurry, and I was like, "Oh, signed by your wife," and he was like, "Oh, okay." He had to get to the next appointment, I'm sure. And then his wife Amanda here, they're just so fantastic. And then I've got this one here. I've got I'm hungry for breakfast. If you know who that is, that's really cool. So I got hungry for breakfast. I have Raymond's signature here, but yeah, lots of signatures. Lots of great experiences and great chats with everybody. I think that's just about everybody. I did get both of Lazarus' sisters, and then I did get the Roman soldier here who plays the Praetor of Judea, Quintus. So about
all in all, about 30 signatures. So I did really enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll see. And if there's any more news and updates, I'll make sure I record those and get those uploaded. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.